Hello and welcome along to After Effects Basics with your host Robert Smith. In this series of videos we're going to create some kinetic typography. Now kinetic is just a fancy word for moving typography and it's very fashionable, so let's get stuck in. First of all we have to set up our document. So the first thing I'll do, Apple N, start a new composition, and I'm going to make it 1280 by 720 like that. I'm going to make it 25 frames per second. I'm going to make it 6,000 long, which is 1 minute or 60 seconds, and I want a dark blue background. Okay, here's my composition I'm going to be working in. Now I want to set this up a bit more professionally. Now over here you'll see where it says 33%. I'm going to change that to fit up to 100%. So whenever you move these around, the window will fit. It's quite a handy little tip. Okay, so I've got that. I also need some rulers as well. So Apple R or Control R on the PC. Now my document's 1280 pixels wide. I want a ruler right down the middle. There's probably a fancy way of doing this, but I just zoom in, Apple plus, Apple plus, Apple plus, till I can see 640. There it is there. I'll just grab a rule and drag it up to 640, which is just here. Okay, then I'll just zoom back out again, Apple minus, and it's all good. Now I need to go back to fit up to 100%, and now I've got a great center point, and I'm ready to go. Okay, let's set some type. Now I've already chosen the font. In this case it's going to be Fairview, like this, and I'm going to type in the word Robert. Now I know that actually that's the second word, so I'll just type the first one in first, which is Digit Guy, which is the name of the company that I trade under, Digit Guy, like that. And I know I want to make that font, I need to make that 244 point. So over here I'm just going to select that and type in 244, like that. Fantastic. And the Robert I know has to be 296. I've worked all these numbers out before, this is no accident. That'll make them exactly the same width, which is great. And I need to put my last name in, so back up to the type tool, like this. Now I know that has to be 338 point. 300, again you work these numbers out, just by making it, by playing a bit of trial and error, like that. So I've got those three layers looking pretty good. And what I need to do first of all is select them all by holding the Shift key down. And let's go to Window Align, like this, and let's just make sure they're all lined up across the center like that. They look pretty good vertically. I'll just move this down a little bit, down to about here, and I'll just line up that center point here with that blue line so I know they're exactly in the middle. Now that's important, and it'll become obvious in a minute why that is. So now I need to type the word in likes, like this, and I know likes has to be 374 point for what I want to do with it. 374, like that, and I need to rotate it 90 degrees. So if I press the letter R for rotation on the likes layer, like that, and type in 90 degrees on the second number, and it does that, which is exactly what I want. And I'm going to grab it and put it into place about here, like that. And one more line of type, which is the word blue. So I'll go ahead and type in the word blue, like that. And I know the word blue has to be 223 point, like that. Now again, these figures were all worked out beforehand, just by trial and error. Okay, so there I have. I've set up my composition with my text in position and ready to be animated, which we'll do in the next video.